This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. Secrets of an Actor by Benjamin Dane. 1. The Introduction. I am an actor. It is a joy for me to become another person, creating an honest, breathing individual entirely different from me, my culture, and my beliefs. I absolutely love the challenge of inhabiting a character and establishing another life. Developing a believable persona from the writer's words, but making the viewer feel and invest their attention. It is exhilarating. I've studied, performed, researched, listened, and learned in my years of acting. I have worked in about 50 film or broadcast productions as an actor, countless commercials and industrials, produced over 10 projects, and appeared on stage more times than I can count. Within that time, I have studied several acting method manuals, attended a million workshops, or so it would seem, and delved headfirst into many a celebrated coach's mantra. I've sat under some dynamic teachers and gleaned many applicable techniques. Within this period, I have obtained some handy tools. These are my quick go-tos that work every time. I gathered all my reading, experience, research, and learning, and pulled out the nuggets that hit the target, discarding the elements that fell flat, seemed to weigh me down, or kept me in my head as an actor. Several known and celebrated acting methods by many men and women, including Stanislavski, Uta Hagen, Meissner, Stella Adler, Chekhov, and many others. I've read, studied, and used various methods through coaches. I honestly apply a combination of these systems that work for me. But the one thing missing from most acting approaches is how to prepare yourself for the audition, beyond the method. The audition process is different than any acting method. Yes, you will use the skills and techniques you have studied, but you must first understand the procedure and how to present your approach to the scene and character creatively. You can utilize the little they give you and expand it into a powerhouse of an audition, giving them precisely what they are looking for. I have studied scene techniques with several coaches. Most utilize more of the stage rather than the camera. It's an excellent strategy for scene work, but what about auditioning? I fully grasped a more decisive formula when I met a lady named Lee Peterson. Lee was a no-nonsense lady who had managed and coached top talent for years. She had a specific method of looking at auditions. In her unmistakably deep, cigarette-infused rasp, she said, "You can study with any coach worth their weight, but they won't coach you on how to audition. It's more than a particular method of acting. It's looking at the minute details, using the clues in the sides, and doing your research and character homework before the audition that makes the real difference." She challenged me to go deeper than only the surface. Everyone else will go surface, you go deeper. She pushed me to unlock reservoirs and continuously invest in the specifics. She also encouraged me to see every audition from the casting's point of view, not the actor's perspective alone. When I didn't listen and went my own way, she would say in that resounding rasp, "And how's that working for you?" Lee suddenly passed in 2018, before some of my biggest career triumphs. She laid the groundwork in the brief time she was my earthly manager. I know she's now up there cheering me on, and she would want me to encourage others in the industry with the gifts she gave me. She was a powerful little lady who swung a giant sword, and this book is dedicated to her unforgettable spirit. That's why I'm writing this quick little handbook. These are the secrets that most actors overlook when prepping for that big audition. In addition, I have cast projects, read for prominent casting directors, and assisted castings. I've seen the mistakes firsthand, and yes, I've committed some of those same mistakes. It all comes down to your prep work. The actors that show up prepared are booked, or make such an impact that they are remembered for future roles. This is how you do it. So, I've compressed my experience to these steps that most actors neglect. I've also coached actors for auditions. I've seen first.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.